Everyone pictures the world a certain way. Built from experiences and knowledge, how we view the world is foundational for living our lives. But inevitably, things change. So what would you do if everything you knew was turned upside down by one little thing?
Released in 1993 and published by Houghton and Mifflin, The Giver is the first book in a series of 4 novels written by Lois Lowry. The Giver is a shorter read, spanning about 192 pages. The Giver was also made into a movie in 2014, which is something that young readers could check out if they want to compare the book to the movie. While the movie itself didn't particularly receive the best reviews, it's still a good chance to compare what people thought was important to include in the film in comparison to what was kept in the novel. Set in what's originally thought to be a utopia, Jonas is part of a community where everyone is the same. No one is actually related to one another, and all the children are biologically engineered and set to the people who they believe are going to be the best families for them, as well as assigned jobs, roles, and relationships in the community.
Jonas shrugged. It didn't worry him. How could someone not fit in? The community was so meticulously ordered, the choices so carefully made. Even the matching of spouses was given such weighty consideration that sometimes an adult who applied to receive a spouse waited months or even years before a match was approved and announced. All of the factors, disposition, energy level, intelligence, and interests, had to correspond and to interact perfectly. Jonas's mother, for example, had higher intelligence than his father, but his father had a calmer disposition. They balanced each other. Their match, which like all matches had been monitored by the committee of elders for 3 years before they could apply for children, had always been a successful one. Like the matching of spouses and the naming and placement of new children, the assignments were scrupulously thought through by the committee of elders. He was certain that his assignment, whatever it was to be, and Asher's too, would be the right one for them.
However, all that changes when Jonas is assigned to be the receiver of memories, a very strange and rarely talked about position in the community. As Jonas trains under the current receiver of memories, he eventually learns that the utopia that he's in is actually more of a dystopia, where the ability of self-expression, the chance to make your own decisions, and truly be a unique individual is no longer present. At first, everything seems perfect. Everything is planned out for you, everyone seems to know what you're going to be or how to get there, and there isn't really worries of uncertainty or change. Other concerns have been left in the past, or so Jonas thinks.
Jonas blurted out what he was feeling. I was thinking that, well, I can see that it wasn't a very practical way to live, with the old right there in the same place, where maybe they wouldn't be well taken care of, the way they are now, and that we have a better arranged way of doing things. But anyway, I was thinking, feeling, actually, that it was kind of nice then, and that I wish we could be that way, and that you could be my grandparent. The family and the memory seemed a little more... He faltered, not able to find the word he wanted. A little more complete, the giver suggested. Jonas nodded. I liked the feeling of love, he confessed. He glanced nervously at the speaker on the wall, reassuring himself that no one was listening. I wish we still had that, he whispered.
If you like The Giver, I would highly recommend reading its companion novels, The Messenger, Gathering Blue, and Sun. All 4 have been written by Lois Lowry over the course of 20 years, and they all take place in the same universe. If you want something a little different, you could also check out the Unwind series by Neal Shusterman. Young readers will like The Giver because one of the main themes is questioning authority. Jonas is put in the perfect position to do so by becoming the receiver of memories, as his role is to hold all the memories of the community so they don't have to. When you are privy to more information than your peers, that always leads to questions, and in turn will help Jonas make his further decisions. Additionally, it's a good opportunity for readers and Jonas to explore the sense of self, which is taken away from Jonas and his community, but is something that a lot of readers may struggle with as they're growing up. Check it out at your local library, or wherever books are sold.